the wait is over. After the official launch party in London, attention has switched to the pitch in Premiership Women's Rugby. The weekend witnessed the first round of matches, and we'll look back on all of the action with 8 of the 9 teams taking to the field. And we start our roundup in the West Country at Ashton Gate, where Bristol Bears entertained Sale Sharks. Bristol Bears in the dark blue made a winning start to their campaign with a comfortable victory over Sale Sharks. The visitors were a player down after an early yellow card for Holly Bowden, when Lark Atkin-Davis crossed for the new competition's first try from the resulting penalty. 9 internationals lined up in the starting 15 for Bristol, including their 2 marquee signings, Hannah Bottoman and Holly Aitchison. The latter waited the perfect crossfield kick for Waniqua Bonner, who punched through the Sale defence to score Bristol's second try. Abby Ward, the wife of Bears head coach Dave Ward, was the next to score. She capitalised on some poor handling by the visitors to make it 24-0, a feat made all the more remarkable by the fact that Abby had given birth to the couple's first daughter Hallie just 17 weeks ago. Lisa Burgess piled on the agony for Sale, evading 3 defenders to secure the bonus point try. And that was only 14 minutes played. The Sharks did respond before the interval with new signing centre Beatrice Rigoni, an established Italian international, getting the visitors on the board. 9 minutes into the second half, Bristol scored again. Phoebe Murray finishing off a flowing move to extend the home side's lead with the first of 3 quick tries. Prop Jess Sprague got in on the point-scoring action, but not before Atkin-Davis had finished off another line-out drive. The 8th and final try was arguably the best of the bunch. The backs impressing with some quick passing that eventually saw the ball reach the hands of Ella Loverbond. 48-5 the final score in favour of Bristol Bears, on a day to remember for the Ward family in particular. Historically, Saracens women in the black have long held the advantage over Loughborough Lightning. The visitors have never beaten the North London outfit, and Sarries started the stronger here. Sophie de Goody claimed the opening score to mark her return to the club. 2 yellow cards then opened the door for Loughborough, who were under the guidance of new coach Nathan Smith. Scotland international Rachel Malcolm took full advantage. Helena Rowland converted and Loughborough led after 15 minutes. Despite still being a player down, Saracens regained the lead when former World Player of the Year de Goody crossed for a try that she then herself converted. 5 minutes later, scrum half Leanne Infante danced her way to the line as Saracens went in at half-time 17-7 to the good. When they returned, Loughborough subdued Alex Osterbury's side for the best part of 25 minutes. But a penalty try was followed by another 5 points from Poppy Cleal, and the writing was very much on the wall for the visitors. Cleal was then involved in Saracens' next score, combining with Red Roses captain and new World Player of the Year Marley Packer, who fed Jess Breach to race clear and score in the corner. Centre Sydney Gregson finished off a good move to run in the home team's 8th and final try of the day, her 39th for the club, leaving Loughborough to head home on the back of another negative result against Saracens. 48-7 the final score. New kids on the block Trailfinders women, in green, entertained Harlequins. The hosts were a penalty to the good before Quins hit their stride. Izzy Mayhew diving over for her side's first points in the new competition. 5-3 became 12-3 and the momentum swung further towards Harlequins when Trailfinders' Shannon Ikahihifo was red-carded for a high tackle on Connie Powell. Despite being a player down, Trailfinders rallied and, with time running out in the first half, Liz Musgrove cut in to score and the deficit was down to 2. 12-10 Quins at the break. The momentum was with the home side and they scored the first points of the second half. Ella Amory collected the pass from Tyson Bukaboom and the former Quins player forced her way over. The try was converted and Trailfinders led 17-12. They weren't ahead for long. Trailfinders initially held strong on their own try line, but Wales international Abby Fleming eventually found a gap to score on her debut for Harlequins. The conversion put the visitors ahead. And points from the boot would seal the deal for Quins. England's Langi Tuima punishing an infringement at the ruck, and Harlequins could celebrate a 5-point victory in the season's first London derby. The final game of the weekend featured newcomers Leicester Tigers in green and the runners-up in each of the last 2 seasons, Exeter Chiefs. The Tigers held their more experienced opponents at bay until the 13th minute when Meryn Doidge opened the scoring. Exeter doubled their lead 7 minutes later, Poppy Leach collecting from the line-out before Niamh Orchard scored from the rolling maul. Leicester's Talia Brodie was yellow-carded, and the visitors had extended their lead to 15-3 by the time Meg Jones produced a moment she'll long remember. She collected her own kick to score a try that was soon converted, and the hosts went in at the break, trailing 15-10. Leicester's momentum carried into the second half, and Jones's clever pass allowed Kaz Colley to score in the corner to make it 15-all. Exeter regained the lead from another rolling ball before Leicester scored one of the tries of the opening weekend. Fran McGee showing speed and strength to level matters once again. The Tigers had bared their teeth, and the home fans dared to dream. But Exeter's experience at this level eventually told. Ireland's Cleena Maloney scored their 5th try before the USA's Gabby Cantona went over to open up a 12-point advantage at 32-20. Back came Leicester. This converted try reduced the arrears to 5, but that was as close as they got. As the clock ticked down, Maddie Fanati's buccaneering run gave the visitors good field position. When the ball eventually found its way to Claudia MacDonald, she did the rest. Exeter were home and dry. There was still time for wing Kate Buchanan to get her name on the scoreboard, crossing for Exeter's 8th try of a pulsating game that appeared to be in the balance for much of the afternoon. Victory for Chiefs, but Leicester Tigers will take plenty of positives from this display. So, victories for Bristol, Saracens, Harlequins and Exeter on an exciting opening weekend to Allianz Premiership Women's Rugby. Those results mean that Bristol, Sarries and Chiefs lead the way at this very early stage of the season. Quins missing out on a bonus point, they sit in 4th. Round 2 sees the champions Gloucester Hartpury enter the fray. They entertain Leicester in the second of 3 fixtures on Saturday. Sunday's offering sees Exeter host Bristol live on TNT Sports as the action continues in PWR. See you next time.